Team Dynamite, it is late tonight. If you're on live, comment live below. If you're catching the replay, comment replay below. Let's see who's catching this video. I've been working all day, it's the end of the night, and I wanted to come live and do a quick little training for you guys because maybe a lot of you that do live videos, and then you get people commenting on your video. Maybe you're not sure what to do next. What do you do next? I know, hi Savannah. I know that a lot of times our first instinct when someone comments below on our video or asks us, you know, what it is, what's going on, our first instinct is to comment on the actual thread, all of the information for everybody to read. That's our first thing, one, that I know we tend to want to do. Or number two, hey Kimberly, what we tend to do is if you do get them in your inbox, then you tend to just kind of vomit all this information over them. I call it, you know, like Monique vomiting. So we tend to vomit. So we're going to take some steps that will take out the vomit situation, keep the curiosity going on your post for more people to comment below, and kind of take some action steps to help you getting that person from that live video and turning them into a VIP. Okay, so number one. Most people are going to comment with this. They're going to say, yeah, tell me more. Or they're going to say, hey, can you inbox me some information? Or it might just be like a thumbs up or something neutral, but then there might be someone negative, okay? So what my recommendation is if it's something that's, you know, positive or neutral, comment, reply below their comment and say, hey, cool, I'll PM you. Hey, I'll private message you. Don't answer right on your wall what it is or any information, because then people reading your video won't have any reason to contact you. They'll read it and then they'll go do their own research, and then you may or may not ever hear from them again. So don't just simply comment. I'll PM you, I'll private message you. Hey, thanks, cool, I'll inbox you. If somebody posts something negative, delete that comment. And if you really want to, block them from Facebook, because they're not your friend if they're being negative on your comment. They're a troll, get them away, boom, gone, bye. You don't need those negative people in your life. So just definitely remove the comment immediately, okay? So, hey. So that's step number one. I call that the inbox. So step one is inbox. Take them from your Facebook Live, get them into your inbox. So don't give any information on the front. Nothing's on the front, nothing's on that post. You're just saying, hey, you're deleting negative comments. Anything positive or neutral, simply just say, hey, I'll inbox you. Okay, then private message them. All right, so step number one, inbox. So step number two is the question time. So this is where some people tend to vomit immediately, and I'm guilty of this myself. I'm guilty of doing this before. I've changed my ways, and this is not happening anymore. And I'm getting so much more traction with this. So ask the question. So if somebody asks you the question, you know, oh, what is? Someone might actually go, is it Monade? Or is it Monade? Maybe someone might write that. Still say, I'll PM you, and then get them in the inbox. And you could ask them this question, a really good question. Be like, yeah, it is Monade. You know, have you heard of it? What do you know about it so far? Because you might find that even if they say, oh, is it Monade? It doesn't mean that they know everything about it, that they've tried it. It doesn't mean anything. Maybe they've just sort of heard from a friend of a friend of a friend, and they sort of think they know what it is, but they're not really sure. So maybe you could say, what do you know of it so far? And then they might go, actually, not really very much. I would love to hear more. Boom, there you go, right? So if they just, ask questions to them and listen. So, ask questions about their current hair situation, what they're using now, how much does it run them a month? Ask them these questions, pre-qualify them with these questions. This is the important part to take your time to do. Because right when we get somebody that's excited and wanting to know something from our wall, the first thing we tend to do is go, hey, thanks for commenting. Here's all the information on my company and Monat, blah, 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 and we just sort of blast them, and then they either cricket, you get ghost, you don't hear from them, or they go thanks, and then you never hear from them again. It's just too much to process. This is the most important part, I feel, at this point in the game, is this is the part where you're going to either lose them or keep them. And when you make it about them, sorry, I ate an apple and there's something in my mouth. Or a piece of apple. So this is the point where I feel you're going to lose them or you're going to keep them. Because this is the point, if you vomit on them, what will happen if you throw up all over somebody? They'll probably go, oh, thanks, and then they'll be like, bye-bye. But if you make it about them at this point, ask them about their hair situation, what they're currently using. This is the time where you can actually ask a lot of questions, and that you can kind of give them some answers. So this leads you into step 3. Leading them into step 3 is educating them. Number 3 is education. So number 2 is question time. Ask them questions, listen to the answers, so that you're able to tailor your education towards what it is that they're needing, right? They have a problem, you're going to solve it, you're going to educate them as to why, right? So this is where you can, if you don't feel comfortable at this step, you could always go to your upline for help, or your sponsor for helping on, what to do at this point. But, I kind of, this is kind of where I would send them, maybe educate them on the products and educate them on these type of things, like kind of educate them on the problems that they gave you and the solutions that we have for that. And you can connect them to, this is where you'd want to kind of connect them to a tool or a resource. So send them a video, send them to a Facebook group, invite them to an event, there's lots of things that you could be doing, and you can ask your sponsor for some resources if you don't have any on hand, because we have lots of resources for this step. There's lots of places where you can educate if you don't have anything off the top that you're able to kind of pull out of your own mind or your own resources. We have company tools at this point. So then you could also do a 3-way call at this time, which would be great for more education and kind of teaching. And, maybe do you want to go on a 3-way call? I can explain more, this is when you could get, your upline on a 3-way call, which is great for education purposes and kind of giving that third-party validation, things like that. So remember to take these steps. There's one more step, and it's, let's call it taking the order, okay? So this is where you can make your suggestions on what you think they could use. You could direct them to the website. You could actually take their order, so to speak, and get them on the phone, stay on the phone with them and walk them through the order or do it for them. So let's recap. So step 1 is the inbox. Don't tell them anything on your wall at all. Private message them, delete yucky comments, private message them. When you get in there, you're going to ask questions. So you're going to learn what it is that they're using, how their hair is feeling, what's going on. Maybe it's a situation, maybe it's a lifestyle situation as opposed to a hair situation. Ask them about what's going on in their life, whatever it may be that pertains to how they commented on that wall and what they're commenting to. Because you might have done a product post, you might have done an opportunity post. So depending if it's product or opportunity, you're able to tailor your questions towards product or opportunity, right? And you can get those kind of gauge what they're looking for. And then, like I said, step 3, educate them. Educate them on, what we have to kind of help with their solutions, videos, Facebook groups, events, 3-way calls. Use those resources and tools at this time. Send them that, and then the step 4, they are probably ready by this time because they feel very validated and loved, and you've taken the time to get to know them and educate them on why this is great and how it can fix them, so they're ready. And go ahead and take their order. Sign them up, or sign them up as a VIP or an MP, you're good to go. That is the process that I've been doing, and I've been very successful with this process. And I wanted to share it with you. So there you go. The reason why I like this process is because it's very rare that you're going to make a post on Facebook and then someone's going to buy your thing or join your team from that post. It's very rare. Only 1% of people are really ready and hot to buy. And if you, you happen to make that post and they happen to see that post, they're scrolling on by, they happen to see it and they're gonna buy it. That's a very low percentage. So if that's how you're working your business, you'll probably get not a lot of turnover, not a lot of results because of it, if that's how you're hoping to work your business. So if you take the time to do these steps properly, you're going to see that it will be worth it. Because some people literally just want to post and then make the sale. Post, have someone join their team. But there has to be that process in the middle, and that is what's going to make you or break you when it comes to your prospecting and recruiting. Okay, so those are my tips for tonight. I won't keep it too long. I wanted to share that process with you. And if you have tools that are working for you currently, if you send a video already to people on step number 3 during the education process, keep using what you're using if it's working for you. Don't change that. That's great. Use what you're using. If something's not working for you, then maybe ask your upline for something different. They could probably help you with one of those tools. We have a We Are Monate video that's wonderful. They just did a brand new one for the UK. It has some UK information in there, which is a great video. There's all kinds of different things that you could be using, and definitely use the support of your upline. The 3-way call, you guys, I'm telling you right now, is huge for closing the prospect, really having that validation from, the other people. Don't be afraid to get on that phone. A lot of people are afraid of the phone these days, to talk on the phone, but that human connection, it makes a huge difference. Some people just need to hear your voice and hear that energy, and that 3-way call, the Zoom chat, the conference call really, really makes a difference. I promise you. So don't be afraid to do that. If you want to, if you're a little nervous of that at this point right now, a tool that I like to do, hi Tanya, a tool that I like to do is the voice memo. Do some voice memos, talk to them, let them hear your voice. You can only do a minute at a time, so be wary of that, because sometimes I've talked for 2 minutes and realized half that what I said didn't record. So that voice memo might give that added personal touch, rather than trying to cut corners and copy paste long verbiage of just vomit, right? So no more vomiting. Take the time to develop those connections. Asking those questions and listening is going to give you, your prospect, your person that's interested, it's going to give them that human touch that they're probably not getting from other people who are just spamming. Right? So there you go. I hope you found value in my tips today. You can share it with your team members that are in Team Dynamite. Remember, I'm filming this in Team Dynamite, so it's a private video. So if you try to share this to people not in Team Dynamite, they can't see it. So make sure your team members are in Team Dynamite so they can view this video if you want to share it with them. So there you go. Have a great night. I'm happy to have ended my night off with all you guys this evening. Have sweet dreams and best of luck to you all. Mwah. Talk to you soon.